Trainer Eddie Lynam is enjoying another fantastic season thanks to the exploits of the likes of Soul Power and Slade Power, and we've come here to his base near Dunshaughlin to find out the latest plans for his stable stars. Thanks very much indeed for having us here this morning. Really impressive setup you have here. How much work has gone into this over the years to get it where you have it today?
Yeah, it's sort of my idea. The way I want to train horses is it was an open space, just a big field, and we built the yard and put in the facilities the way I sort of wanted them. I'm pretty happy with the way it's turned out.
Just tell us about some of the facilities you do have here. We've been looking at some of them this morning.
Yeah, well, the gallop is poly track. And we'd have it riding slow. You wouldn't have it riding like race poly track. But there's two big circles in a straight, and it's a lovely kind surface, and it's a proper all-weather. The weather never really affects it. And then we've got the routine type of things like lunge rings and walkers and that. And then we've got a horse exerciser, which we're quite fond of. That it's basically in the shape of a walker, but it's a furlong around, and they can canter on it. And it's very good for their heads. Keeps the freshness on them, keeps them well, a lot of them train on it. It's good for horses recuperating where they're on their way back from injury, and that just to pre-train them. So that's a nice tool to have.
Have you ever had any regrets? Was this something you always wanted to do?
No, I always wanted to train horses. I've enjoyed it. It's a good way of life. It's a pity there's no money in it, but other than that, it's quite good.
And what was your background? Have you always had an interest in horse racing?
Yeah, my mum's side were all horse people, and my uncle was quite a good trainer, a couple of them, and Jimmy was a good trainer in the 60s, and Eamon won Tri-Town and Bold Agent, and I always wanted to train.
And what about the early years? Has it been a gradual progression to where we are today?
Yeah, first winner was in Navan, a horse called Silver Lark, written by Pat Braden. I think Kevin Moses rode the second and Ernie Johnson rode the third, so it's quite a long time ago. We've had a lot of good horses down the years, but just one at a time and a few years between them. We're in the lucky position this year of having a few good ones all at the one time, which is it's a big help.
And what about numbers, Eddie? Are you broadly happy with the figure you have here at the moment?
Yeah, we've about 52 on the farm at the moment, about 35 of them are in training. We one third of the horses here at any one time would be at a rest period. It's set up in such a way that they can have it. And yeah, numbers wise we're fine. It means we're not competitive when you're looking at statistics at the end of the year. It's virtually impossible for a yard this size to finish in the first 10 or something like that. But I mean, there's just over 6 months gone in 2013. We've 19 winners and we've won $1 million in prize money, so we're doing okay.
Any particular race course that you've enjoyed maybe more success than others, Eddie, or one you have a particular favourite amongst the Irish race courses, or indeed abroad?
I suppose I don't do too bad in Dundalk. I rate it very highly. I think it's a proper race course. You don't have to worry about the weather. I think it's a very good race course. Obviously Leopardstown is a proper race course as well. Over in England, winning an Ascot especially the Royal Meeting was sweet.
And what about the staff here? You seem to have a nice mix of younger and older staff members. There's a good atmosphere around the yard as well. That's important, isn't it?
Yeah, we've a good team here. Some of them have been with me on and off for years, and a very good team of staff, from the head lad, Fran, all the way down to the last one in. He's only here a couple of days and he's finding his feet. Very good team of staff.
And good owners are very important too, Eddie, as you well know. I can tell from the expression on your face that you've got some really good owners like Lady O'Reilly, and obviously the Powers have been huge supporters. That association's been really fruitful, isn't it?
Brilliant. I mean, David and Sabina would be friends now. Yes, they're owners, but they'd be also friends. They've been very good. Lady O'Reilly was great, very supportive, and has had a lot of horses and a lot of success here over the years. And obviously then Derek Eyston's had a good bit of luck there with Balmont Mast, and with people like Trevor Dazelle and that who've always supported us. And you know, some of the owners, you'd like to see them hit on a very good horse. But no, owners are very important.
You've had plenty of success in your own colours as well, haven't you?
Yeah, we'd probably own about half of the yard here. And I suppose that's what keeps the show on the road. I mean, I wouldn't like to see what it looks like on the accounts, but we've had to invest a good few quid of our own in it, and we enjoy these good horses.
And Eddie, just finally looking at the Irish racing scene overall, what sort of state do you think the game is in at the moment? Do you think we're on the right road, or is there room for improvement?
No, there's no interview that lasts long enough for me to give my opinion on that, but I suppose the best thing I could say about it is we've some of the best horses, some of the best jockeys, some of the best trainers, some of the best breeders and some of the best stable staff in the world. If the people that run it can get anywhere near their level, we'll be in a good place.